gotten a cure. And so they're sharing their solution through their book. That is what everybody's searching for. What's in it for me? And so if your book has solved that, again, there is no better time to show up online and use live streaming. Okay. So let's look at some of the tools needed for live streaming. Your smartphone, internet connection, and the right mindset. Please note, I didn't start with tripod. I didn't start with lapel microphone. I didn't start with ring light because a lot of people feel they need to get all of that. I know people who have all of that and yet they never went live. And for most of them, it's because of the mindset, the fear that they have. Oh my goodness, what will people say? What if I make a mistake? People are not looking for perfection. They want to connect with you. According to the Forrester research, 1 minute of video is equivalent to 1.8 million words. I also saw another statistics that says 91 million subscribers would have leveraged the live streaming tool by the year 2024. 91 million subscribers, 91 million people. And you want to say, oh, that's a lot of people. But yes, those are the people who will hold the market share because video is the future. And live video is like the future of the future because the real-time interaction really allows people to connect with you in an intimate way. And so I can't even stress it enough that you have the right mindset and your smartphone and internet connection. Yes, there are apps like StreamYard that allows you to, stream in multiple platforms and do all the fancy stuff. But believe me, your smartphone is really, if you can hear us right now and you can see us and you can comment, you have everything you need to get started. All right. So I want to switch slides. This wasn't the one I was looking for. So I'm coming. There's something I need to show you guys. Something I need to show you. Yeah, this is it. Yep. Awesome. This is what I'm looking for. Second. Okay. All right. I got it. Let me come back here. Okay. So this was the one I was looking for. Can you see?
Yes.
Emeka? Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
I've talked about the tools. Now let's talk about fear. Again, because this is a common question. Naomi, I'm afraid to hit the go live button. I hear you. And if anyone is afraid, you can put it in the comments because, we're going to look through all of that. And, there's that fear of, again, what will people say? What if I make a mistake? And what if people wouldn't show up? There's a lot people are afraid of when it comes to, using live videos. But then again, I want to say this, what you feed your focus expands. Work on your mindset. I'm hoping somebody is dealing on mindset in this entire series, but I would stay here a little bit more because if I can get you to think differently, if I can get you to see the possibilities. Seriously, guys, I went from being a stay-at-home mom to all of this in 4.5 years. And I'm hoping, I think I have a slide that really shows all the things that have happened in my life in the last 4.5 years. And it's because I leveraged this tool. And so it's almost impossible when you think about it, that how could someone who was a stay-at-home mom, and I did say at the beginning, I'm still a stay-at-home mom, and I love being able to work from home. But truth be told, it's because I constantly feed my focus on the impact that I want to have in the world. And so what you feed your focus expands. So let's talk about understanding the law of value. This is so important. Your value defines your degree of usefulness. Your value decides who pursues you. You must know what you're bringing to the table when it comes to live streaming. This is not a platform where it's fake it till you make it. Your value defines your degree of usefulness. Your value will decide who pursues you. Emeka talked about my opportunity to speak in India. It's such a beautiful true story because I was minding my business. Like 90 to 95% of the invitations I've had around the world came because someone saw me on a live stream. My first TEDx event was because somebody was watching me on Periscope. She lives in Abuja. Her brother was organizing TEDx Guarimpa. In 2016, it was just a year into my live streaming. I was only just starting to create products. Believe me, the first 6 months, I didn't even know what to do with live streaming, but I was showing up and I was giving people value. Your value defines your degree of usefulness. So you can't show up live and decide to show up anyhow. You can't show up anyhow. You must know what you're bringing to the table. Again, this is not a fake it till you make it platform. Know what you carry. Understand who you're here to serve, understand their pain points, and show up and give us value because it will decide who pursues you. It will decide the opportunities you get. It will decide who buys your book. It will decide who is willing to give you their stage for you to climb on. And look, I can't tell you how many books and how many programs have sold on stages. That could have been another thing I would have talked on, apart from live streaming. But you see, live streaming gave me stages. And then from stages, I sell. And that is more like a cycle. I sell from stages. And it's because of this simple truth. I bring value every time I open my mouth. And you know, when I got to India, I had a live session. If you go to my IGTV channel, you would see the live session I had with Niharika. Niharika was the lady who saw me while I was live on Instagram. And she describes that day as an ordinary day. I was even sweaty. So I told you guys I have kids. 2 of them have come in here now. I'm so sorry. You just hear their conversations. Guys, mommy's live. Shh. Okay, so at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Niharika, I'm telling you, Niharika, sat with me and told me it was a regular day. I was all sweaty. I had made a promise that I was going to be live, and so I showed up. And she said that was the first thing that attracted her. Like, oh my goodness, she's so real. And I will talk about that, the need for you to be authentic, the need for you to be, to be real. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. All right. So this is the slide I was hoping was here. They mocked me when I started. I need to stress it for somebody who's thinking, no, you don't understand. You don't know the kind of family I have. You don't know the kind of friends I have. People are going to laugh at me. People are going to say, you have joined them. You have joined the live gang. You've joined all these people going live. You're wasting your time. This is a little bit about my profile. So some of these things you've seen, some you may not have. Within 4 months of showing up online, I became an Amazon best-selling author. And I beg to differ, but when this happened for me, a lot of people on this side of the world were not even considering this as a pathway. And it changed the narrative because I remember Remy Owadokun came and wanted to know how this happened. I remember we had lunch in Lagos, or was it dinner? Beautiful restaurant. It was the first time she was meeting me in person. And she's gone on to write books now that has transformed the world. On my 6th month anniversary, I became the first African woman to trend on Periscope, then with over 10 million users. My first TEDx platform I just shared happened in 2016, and it was because somebody watched me live, and then she recommended me to her brother. Till today, I have never met this girl, but she always watched my show. I have a habit. When people contact me, I always want to know, how did you find me? And he tells me, my sister watches your show and she got me to watch you. And after I watched you, she said, you have to have her on your platform. And that was how I had my first TEDx event. Social Media Week 2017. This one I applied for, and I got, invited to host my first event at Social Media Week. Hive Africa 2017. This one is an interesting story. because I was minding my business. This was the time I was now on Facebook. I was very, very present on Facebook, 2017. I remember a regular day. I just noticed my name was showing up. People were tagging me.